Hi, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Mindy Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for First Appearance Hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everybody to please stand up, raise your right hand to be sworn in by our clerk.
Sí, por favor, pónganse de pies y suban la mano derecha para prestar juramento. Pónganse de pies, suban la mano derecha.
Good morning, everybody. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
¿Juran o afirman decir la verdad, toda la verdad, solamente la verdad? Digan que sí.
All right, thank you. Please be seated.
Tomen asiento.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, do you swear that you will well and faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, the questions asked and the answers given to the best of your ability, and that you have such ability?
I do. Jacqueline Goldress for the record. Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to everybody.
Please be seated, everybody. If there's anybody here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room.
Si hay alguien aquí en Zoom para un acusado, por favor, no, pongan el nombre del acusado en el chat. ¿Está bien?
Listen, I'm not looking up a case number. Type the name or you're going to sit there waiting a long time if you put the case number.
No pongan el número del caso, pongan el nombre de la persona. ¿Está bien? Muy importante.
Let's begin. Can the attorneys announce state?
Good morning, Anna Romas on behalf of the state for out-of-state extraditions.
Good morning.
Nessa F on behalf of the state. Good morning.
Rebecca Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Good morning.
Good morning. Let's begin. The first one on the out-of-state warrants, Leandro Bonilla. Metro West. Regarding locals, I don't see him. You see him?
Metro West #1, Your Honor. Raise your hand, Bonilla.
But it's right in front of me. Hi, Mr. Bonilla. Good morning.
Morning.
Sir, you got locals pending. The next court date is March 10th. We're going to reset this case March 11th to see what's going on with that local case. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sir, don't interrupt me. You do whatever you like. Just don't interrupt me when I'm in court. Okay? Unless I'm on your case. Just tell Renee. I'm on a roll and I'm starting on time today. Samantha Eddington. Ma'am, how you doing? Good morning, ma'am. You have an arrest warrant from Illinois. The warrant is from August 10th of 2018. Retail theft, more than $300. There's no bond on the warrant. You also got some Miami cases, felony and misdemeanor. So there's no bond. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. Waiver's the quickest way out of this jail. Once the 2 Miami cases are closed, you would be brought back before this court and we notify Illinois you're ready for pickup. They would have up to 30 days to pick you up. And if they don't pick you up within 30 days after you're ready to be sent there, then I would release you. The other choice is to contest extradition. That means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you're wanted in Illinois. Then a lawyer will be appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of the governor's warrant. Either way, it's no bond in our jail. What would you like to do?
Expedition. I want to go.
You want to wait the quickest way out? That's what most people do. That's a smart choice, ma'am. So it's a waiver, no bond. The reset date, we'll set it in 15 days to find out about the misdemeanors, I guess. So reset March 19th.
Yeah, she has a local on page 2.
There's a local on page 2. Can I have it? 1 second, please. Her name is Miss Samantha Eddington. Can I have the calendar, please? So I can look at it.
All right.
All right, thank you. Good morning, ma'am. You have you were arrested for possession with intent to conspiracy for possession with intent to sell cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. On this felony case, I'll appoint the public defender's office for you. So let me review. Where does it say here that she got the money?
If you got the money, yeah, right.
Say that, I missed that.
It says, Mr. Raffi is seen handing a large amount of currency to Mrs. Eddington, who then places it in her gray bag.
Let me find that. Okay, I see that. All right. Technically, yeah, there's probable cause. I'll find for conspiracy. So the bond on count one is $5,000. Count, it's actually, it charges a $2,500 bond. It doesn't matter. On this case, I'll find probable cause 2,500, count one. 1 minute.
Okay, with the dollar for count two, Judge.
Yeah, I don't see anything about, 3 baggies with,
It says in the immediate vicinity of Miss Eddington's purse and a glass pipe.
Doesn't state anything was in it. Or that she
A dollar on it. It's fine.
$2,500 bond, count one, $1 count. And please make sure to sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported to Illinois. Have a good day.
And Your Honor, the fugitive, you reset it for what date?
March 19th.
Thank you.
Next we have is Divins Dennis. No locals, okay. Hi, Mr. Dennis. You were arrested on a warrant from Texas. The warrant was issued March 28th of 2024. The charge is felony charge, credit card abuse or debit card abuse, and fraudulent use or possession of identification. There's no bond on the warrant. And just so you know, the warrant is from March 28th of 2024. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. Waiver is the quickest way out of this jail. This has up to 30 days to come and pick you up. If they don't get you within 30 days, you get released. The other choice is to contest extradition. It means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you are wanted in Illinois. Then a lawyer will be appointed for you. If you cannot afford one, your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you'll be in our jail up to 90 days. Do you know what you want to do? Do you want to waive extradition, get out of here quicker within the 30 days, or contest extradition and fight the warrant and be here 90 days at least? I
want to sign the waiver.
Waiver, no bond. Recent date, March, what did it say, March 19th, to make sure he's picked up. Please make sure, yes, sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. Have a good day, sir. Next we have is Darius Woods. Is no local. Good morning, sir. You have a warrant from Georgia. It's a probation violation. It's from February 18th of 2025. There's no bond on the warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. Waiver means Georgia has up to 30 days to pick you up. If they don't get you in 30 days, you get released, or you can contest extradition and fight the warrant. Then you'll be held in our jail up to 90 days so that the state can obtain a governor's warrant to send you there. What would you like to do?
I would like to sign a paper for them to just hurry up and come get me.
Our choice, or you get out of here quicker. Plus, you probably have a pre-signed waiver. So it's a waiver, no bond. Reset date will be March 19th. He's picked up. Sir. Next is Amelia Cardozo Carballo. Do I need I need a Ukrainian interpreter. Did anybody call one today, or Russian? Anyone's Ukrainian for Mr. Leskiv? Somebody call out Ukrainian?
I can check for you, Your Honor.
Romanian. Gosh, I'm getting all my names.
Romania, I'll check for you.
Okay. Good morning.
I called already, Your Honor.
Thanks. Ma'am, do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Ma'am, you were arrested on a warrant from the state of Colorado. The warrant was issued March 22nd of last year. The charge is producing marijuana.
Señora, le han puesto acá, usted tiene una orden de captura del, del año pasado, del 22 de marzo, y es produciendo marihuana. What state was it again?
Colorado. Where's the rest of it for her?
What state was it again?
Colorado.
De Colorado, thank you.
Go skiing soon. Okay. Yeah, you have it, Amelia Cardoso Carballo. I don't have her A form. Anyway, there's no bonds on the warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition.
Entonces no hay ninguna fianza en la orden de captura. Entonces necesito saber si quieres, si vas a renunciar a la extradición o quieres disputar la extradición.
Quickest way out of this jail, Colorado would have up to 30 days to pick you up. If they don't get you within 30 days, you get released.
Si la renuncia a la extradición es la manera más rápida de regresar a Colorado y tiene 15 a 30 días para que la recojan de Colorado.
The other choice is to contest extradition. That means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you're wanted in Colorado.
Entonces, la otra opción es disputar la extradición y litigar la orden de captura, que es solo un pedazo de papel, pero quedas detenida aquí por 90 días y es una renuncia a la suficiencia legal de la orden.
Appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant.
Entonces, esto le van a poner un abogado de oficio si usted no puede pagarlo y su abogado va a poder retar la suficiencia legal de la orden del gobernador para que la devuelva.
What do you want to do, ma'am? Waive extradition, agree to go to Colorado, or contest extradition and fight the warrant?
Entonces, ¿qué quieres hacer, señora? ¿Quiere usted renunciar a la extradición e ir a Colorado o disputar la
Yo puedo
extradición?
ir a Colorado por mis propios medios.
Can I go to Colorado with my own means, with my own money?
No.
No.
You got two choices. I just told them to you. You can agree to go and have them pick you up within 30 days.
Entonces, tienes dos opciones. Te lo acabas de decir. Puedes acordar a ir y que te recojan dentro de 30 días. O la otra opción es...
Or contest extradition, fight the warrant. You'll be here up to 90 days and you may or may not go anyway. So I don't know.
Entonces, la otra es disputar la extradición y estar aquí hasta 90 días y quizás o no te lleven, ¿no?
Es que yo no sé esa orden de arresto que a mí me pusieron y nunca me mandaron una notificación ni nada.
Well, I don't know why they gave me that arrest warrant because they never really sent me a notification or anything like that.
Ma'am, you want to waive or contest, or I'll treat it as a contest and decide for you.
Señora, ¿usted quiere entonces renunciar a la extradición o disputar la extradición o si no lo voy a decidir yo?
Es que yo no sé.
I don't know.
Appoint the public defender's office, treat it as a contest. It's no bond, set it in 30 days for the governor's warrant, reset April 3rd.
Está bien, entonces voy a nombrarle un abogado de oficio, lo voy a tratar como una disputar la extradición y lo voy a fijar para los 30 días. Y vamos a fijarlo también en la orden del gobernador, fijarlo para...
All right, next we have is Andre Young. He's at Metro West 3. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
All right, sir, you have a warrant. We know that a warrant from New Jersey as local. What's his local cases? The next court date is March 11th, reset March 12th. That's next week. What, Wednesday, I think. Next, I passed the case for Mr. Leskiv for the interpreter. Then we have Vitale Muraval. He needs one too, I think. He wants Ukrainian interpreter. So I need, what'd I say? Oh, 2 Ukrainian interpreters. I'm passing it. All right. Oliver Alexandre. Where is he? He's at pretrial on Zoom. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So you have locals pending. The next court date says May 29th. We're going to see you on May 30th to see what's going on with your Miami case. All right. Have a nice day, sir. Then we have Loibis Caro Mena. He's
He went to circuit court today, Your Honor.
Circuit Court, so we'll reset it tomorrow, March 5th.
Your Honor, Mr. Moravell has private counsel, who's in the chat and can be promoted, and she's able to, and I believe, able to interpret for him.
Who does?
Mr. Moravell,
Oh, 1 second, 1 second. I'm on the last case. I gotta make my notes. I'm happy to recall it. Can the attorney raise their hand so I know who they are?
it's Ama Maria Hoffenden.
Thank you. All right, who is this for?
Mr. Moravell and Metro West 4.
Mr. Moravell, Metro West 4.
And this is for the Ukrainian interpreter, right?
We still need the Ukrainian interpreter for the other person.
So this is Spanish?
No, I need Ukrainian, but she speaks Russian or Ukrainian, so she
Okay.
may be able to help. Ma'am, you gotta accept the promotion as a panelist. All right, hi, Mr. Moravell. Your lawyer's here. Hello, Ms. Hoffenden.
Good
Are
morning,
you-
Your Honor.
Do you want to interpret for him or let me know what's going on?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. So, 1 second. So he has a case, his felony case in Miami is set on March 6th, which is what, Thursday? So he's gonna be back here Friday, March 7th.
Your Honor, if I may, is it possible to reset this 3 weeks out because I anticipate to ask for continuance in his local case?
Of course, of course. When would you like me to set it for?
The week of March 24th, Your Honor.
You want me to set it the 25th? Tuesday, the 25th? Is that good?
Yes, Your Honor, that's good.
Okay. You want to let him know? You want to tell him in Ukrainian?
Yes, Your Honor. Виталий, судья переносит слушание на 25 марта для того, чтобы позволить нам достаточно время, чтобы закрыть ваш второй кейс.
Окей, добре.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We'll see, March
Thank
20.
you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so I just
Have
passed
a-
the case for the Romanian interpreter. Let's gotta find my paperwork. All right, now the in-state warrants. We have Giorgio Gonzalez. Is that the case for Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
He just stepped to another courtroom. Did you hear
Okay.
back from them or no?
Yes.
What'd they say?
So they want 1 second, Judge.
Did you hear Giorgio Gonzalez?
DGK.
Okay. Well, why is that somebody else standing there? Did I miss somebody on the warrant calendar?
It looks like he's on page 2, Judge. There's 2 pages to the in-state warrant calendar.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's on the first
We
page.
have Giorgio now. Speak English or Spanish?
English.
English?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez is present.
Here and stepped out. He's been working real hard on your case. Mr. Gonzalez had to go to another courtroom. So what's going on, state?
So they agreed to a bond, count 1, 5,000, count 2, 15,000, count 3, 15,000 for a total bond of 35,000 plus a stay away order from the victims. Additionally, the defendant has to appear at the Lee County Justice Center for arraignment on March 31st at 8:30 in courtroom 7B. And Lee County always requests that the defendant's bondsman contact the Lee County State Attorney's Office to make sure that the case appears on the.
I'm gonna have to wait for the attorney to come back to repeat it. You said, just so I'm clear, 5,000, 15, and 15?
1 second, it was 5, 15, 15, correct, Judge.
Okay, let me wait for Mr. Gonzalez to come back because he was here. I have to give him that courtesy, okay? And he'll prepare an order and we'll get it signed today so that he can bond out. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, also while we're here, let's see, we have Darius Woods. He has a case on the in-state. Yeah, you got that date for me right now?
Do you have an AKA, Your Honor? Because I don't have him on calendar. I had him on the out-of-state fugitives.
I think it was accidentally added to this. It looks like out of state.
Why is it here? Who did this to you?
I think maybe a mistake.
Why would Darius Woods be here if it's an out-of-state warrant? He has a warrant from Georgia. Roderick Edwards, is he here? Okay, I'm gonna be calm today.
Judge, you're on page 2, so they're out of order. There's 2 pages to the in-state warrant calendar. There's one with about 7 people on it, and then the second page.
Yeah, we'll sort
That's
it
why.
out. Can I have any calendar? I need an in-state calendar to do my case.
These are the last thing of the page 2.
Where's page 1? I need page 1. Thank you. Where are the A forms?
Downstairs. There's a mistake with all people present.
Okay. I think you should, if you don't mind. All right, who is this? What happened to LaToya Lundy? First of all, there's a problem with the paperwork. You have to have a little patience, okay? Who is this person?
This is Miss Lundy Jackson.
Yeah, FELONY.
Oh, this is number 7 on the calendar. I think you got the wrong person.
I'll tell you what, you tell me who's there and I'll.
They have the wrong person, Judge.
Okay, if he's there, let's do it.
It's a similar, okay, so this is Miss London Jackson on, she's number 7 on the felony warrant, on the felony calendar, Judge.
Number 7 on the felony calendar.
Yes, she sounds similar to Lundy. This is,
All right, I gotta
That's
pack
why.
your face because I don't have that calendar.
okay.
Sorry, we'll be with you in a minute. Okay, bring in whoever, oh wait, Mr. Gonzalez is now here. I can go back to Giorgio Gonzalez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good to see
How
you
are
again.
you?
Thank you.
So yeah, Ms. Seth went and told us a little. I said, let's pack it to get here. It was a little complicated.
That doesn't look like Giorgio.
No, it's okay. We're having some technical difficulties this morning. Is this Miss Lundy, LaToya Lundy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Miss Corey, were able to reach anybody for a bond?
Well, I reached out and emailed the person who they said was an attorney yesterday. That person has emailed us back saying he's not an attorney, he's a clerk, but he did forward the emails of all 3 Palm Beach folks to an attorney. So hopefully we'll be receiving a response. I don't know if Ms. F received something separately, but I have not.
Okay.
So I'll be asking for all the Palm Beach if we can reset them for the afternoon, and hopefully we'll have a response from the assistant state attorney who's actually assigned.
Reset in the afternoon, okay. I'm asking the bond if I don't hear back. That's just the kind of mood I'm in today.
Yay. You want to set one now?
What's I don't even have an A form, so I can't.
And corrections, do you know if there's arrangements between people? I know they pick up once a week.
They were notified on the 28th. I don't know if there's arrangement.
Here's a grand theft charge, Judge. I think it's a second. Let me see.
What is the grand theft second?
I
You
believe
don't
so.
know what it's
I think
for.
it was a second.
The state would like the court to give Palm Beach County another.
Yeah, I'll reset it for the PM. Okay, what about Daniel Kelcher?
Hey,
Hi, Mr. Kelcher. You have a warrant from Volusia County. The warrant, I had no other information except you got a warrant from Volusia County and I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. Somebody's gonna have to help me out there. Corrections?
He has a bond of $2,500, Your Honor.
$2,500 bonds. If you're able to post it, do so at the jail here in Miami. If you don't have any money for a bond, you're gonna have to wait up to 15 days for Volusia County to pick you up. The reset date is March 19th. Have a good day. All right, you understand, right?
they're gonna pick me up on March 15th.
They have 15 days to pick you up if you're unable to post a $2,500 bond. I'm sorry, let me go back to Giorgio Gonzalez. His attorney is here, sorry. I got in a groove here, I forgot you were there.
No te vayas, bro. Quédate un rato. Ahora viene el café y los cabellos pasaditos.
All right, hi, Mr. Gonzalez, your lawyer is here. Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning,
Juan
Your
de Jesus Gonzalez.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, I'm not sure that was a relationship, but we'll figure that out.
Figure
Does
that out.
does he need an interpreter, counsel?
No, he doesn't, he's good.
Okay, thanks.
I understand you're able to secure a bond for him.
Well, let me just say this. I want to compliment Ms. F who's tenacious and efficient and works extremely hard to make sure that this court works efficiently. She was able to finally get in touch with somebody in Lee County, and they recommended a $35,000 bond, I think. However, the actual instruction, I believe, was that the first appearance judge should make the decision on bond. And I just want to make something clear to you. I have been working on this case for a year. Mr. Gonzalez hired me for me to deal with the people from Lee County. I sent them paperwork. I've talked to the detective. We've had a number of conversations. Mr. Gonzalez would have appeared there and turned himself in if this case had been, if it had been handled that way. But I think it's kind of like a little rude and unfortunate to have him taken into custody at 5 a.m. in his house with a raid, which cost the taxpayers a lot of money when he was already cooperating with them. For that reason, I would ask that rather than a $35,000 bond, that you make the bonds concurrent in the total of $15,000.
That's fine by me.
So Judge, I don't know anything about the case. I'm not the prosecutor assigned. So it's overstate's objection not to follow the recommendation from the Lee County State Attorney's Office.
But I'm setting a bond, $5,000 each count. You have to appear in court on March 31st at 8:30 a.m. courtroom 7B at the Lee County Justice Center in Lee County. I don't know the address. Are you going to prepare an order?
I have the address, Judge. I have everything.
You going to prepare an order?
I will prepare an order.
Your sample order?
Pardon me, Judge?
Did Ms. F send you a sample order?
I'm sorry?
Did Ms. F provide you with a sample order that we
thank you,
used?
Judge. Yes,
She did?
I appreciate it now, and I'll put it together. Yes, Judge.
So make sure you send it to me in Word format so I can make any corrections if they
Word
need.
form. And it's 5,000 per count, and he must report on the 31st within.
Right, so it's like based on the input of the Lee County prosecutors, Lee County State Attorney's Office. That's what I'm setting the bond at, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right.
Your Honor, so it's not 5, 15, and 15, it's
No,
5,
I changed it 5, 5, and 5.
and the reset date 3/19?
19 is reset if he's unable to post that bond and make sure he's transported. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
And tell your bondsman they got to look at the back of the jail card. It won't be on in the computer.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Look at the back. Tell your bondsman to look at the back of the jail card for the order. It won't be in the computer. They have to look at the jail card at the jail.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Good day. Who's next? We have, is it Louis Valle? Mr. Valle is at pretrial on Metro West. Sir, do you speak English?
Valle, ¿usted habla inglés?
I can't hear him. He's muted.
muted.
Yes.
Tienes que decirle al carcelero que abra el. He said, hold on.
He could have just said both, but that would solve all issues.
Nada más que tenías que hacer así con la cabeza.
All right, so sir, you have an arrest warrant from Broward County?
Señor, tiene una orden de arresto de Broward County.
Corrections, can you help me out? I don't have any A forms.
He has no bond, Your Honor, it's a violation of probation.
Él no tiene fianza, tiene quebrantamiento de la probatoria.
So you're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to pick you up?
Va a tener que esperar hasta 15 días para Broward County los recoja. ¿Está bien?
So the public defender's office is appointed for you. You can use the free phone at the jail and call them with any questions.
Está bien, le van a nombrar un abogado de oficio y ¿usted habla inglés?
Sí, la
English, okay.
All right, so Broward usually comes once a week. You shouldn't have to wait that long. The reset date is March 19th to make sure you are transported there. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good day.
Next, we have Nathaniel Luffman.
Romanian interpreter is here.
Romanian is here. Oh, that's wonderful. Hello. Can I swear you in?
Your Honor.
Do you swear or affirm you will translate from English to Romanian and Romanian to English to the best of your abilities? If so, state I do.
I do.
Where's the paperwork? Okay, here it is. So this is Mr. Ramon Leskiv.
Sunteți domnul Roman Leskiv.
He has a local.
Excuse me, ma'am, I don't understand Romanian. I speak Ukraine or English or Russian.
Do you speak Ukrainian?
No.
I need Ukrainian. Or do you speak Russian?
No, just Romanian and French.
All right, thank you. We need.
Okay, ma'am, I understand you.
You understand a little bit. Your excuse, Madam Interpreter. So you understand that your case is set? tomorrow, I believe. Let me just see something.
March 6th, Your Honor.
It's set on March 6th. Do you want me to set it then or set it the same time with the other attorneys? With what the other attorney said with your friend in 3 weeks?
No, maybe 7th of March.
Okay, so I'll leave it for March 7th. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
he has a hold for immigration also, Your Honor.
Thank you. He has a private lawyer. She's not here, Miss Cancino. So stay in touch with your lawyer, okay?
Okay, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
March 7th.
Thank you.
We did for an out-of-state warrant here. I think that's it for the out-of-state warrants. All right, now this. Nathaniel Luffman, Mr. Luffman's at Metro West 6. Good morning, sir. You have a warrant from Monroe County, Florida.
Yes, ma'am.
Warrant? I don't know anything about the warrants. Ms.
It's
Correct?
written or electronic threats to kill or conduct an act of terrorism, bond $250,000.
So you have I'm appointing the public defender's office for you on this warrant from Monroe County. It says written threats to kill or do an act of terrorism, and your bond is $250,000. If you are unable to post a $250,000 bond, then you will have to wait up to 15 days for Monroe County to pick you up. The reset date is March 19th to make sure you are transported there. All
May I
right?
ask a question? I believe it was a fugitive warrant.
It is. That's a
Is that in, because the communication was made from Miami, I wasn't present in Monroe County to commit the crime.
Mr. Luffman, don't talk about the facts of the case right now in open court.
That, just my question, by definition, that's not a
Well,
fugitive.
now that you just admitted to it, you just helped the state prove their case. Why don't you listen to your lawyer? The reset date is March 19th.
Have a good day.
You too. Next is Jordan Asiego Espinosa.
PGK, Your Honor.
Spanish, please.
And
Yeah.
sir, you have an arrest warrant from Palm Beach County, Florida. That warrant was issued. I don't know when it was issued.
That's the one from yesterday, Judge. He's a reset from yesterday. Again, we reached out to Palm Beach County and have not heard a response back if we can reset him for the afternoon.
Sí, lo van a fijar para esta tarde porque es en West Palm Beach y no hemos escuchado de West Palm Beach, así que lo van a fijar para esta tarde.
No, thank you.
Esto estaba fijado desde ayer.
Thank you. All right, now I have on Zoom, Roderick Edwards. Hi, Mr.
Ya puede,
Edwards. Good morning.
ya puede sentarse, ir a sentarse.
So, sir, you have an arrest warrant from Broward County. I have the forms here, I think. So you have a warrant from Broward that was issued on January 7th of 2025. The charge is violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there is no bond on the warrant. You will have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to pick you up. Your case is reset here for March 19th to make sure you are transported. They usually come once a week, so you shouldn't have to wait that long, okay?
Yes, sir.
And corrections, if he needs any special transportation, you need to let him know, okay? Thank you. So we need Antonio, is the bond out? Antonio
Metro West.
Chevalier?
Yes.
Hello. Cheval. Sir, it's the same thing. Is this a new one or an old one?
That's one from yesterday. It's another Palm Beach County case. If we can reset him for the afternoon, hopefully we'll have a response.
Do you speak English, sir?
Yes, I do.
We're going to reset it in the afternoon. We'll wait back in Palm Beach County. They're a bit slow today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bernard Hooper. Mr. Hooper, you have a warrant from Pinellas County, Florida. I don't know anything else. Go ahead.
It's a writ of attachment, total cash purge, $2,253.
So you owe child support. It's a writ of bodily attachment. The cash purge is $2,253. If you have that money, please pay it at the TGK jail. If you don't have money for that cash purge, you're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Pinellas County to pick you up. The reset date here is March 19th to make sure you paid it or were transported. Have a good day. Thank you. So do we need Anthony Arazacata Borges? Is he there?
BGK.
Video, I'm sorry, Tony, I lost the big TV in the courtroom. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Arrest warrant from Osceola County, Florida. This warrant was issued yesterday, March 3rd, for violation of driver's license restrictions, violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there is no bond on the warrant, so you'll have to wait up to 15 days for Osceola County to come and pick you up. The reset date here is March 19th to make sure you are transported. Have a good day.
Thank you. I got a quick question though. I completed all that probation 10 years ago. I have the paperwork in my accordion at home, so.
Nothing about it. Speak to the public defender. Got to talk to the judge there. I just tell you about the warrant. All right. The Romanian interpreter's excused. We don't need to have anybody else. Okay, that's it for the warrants. What was this one? That's the this is the out-of-state one. Did you? Oh no, because they brought him up. Did you ask for? Because she was there. That's why. Yeah. Where do you want me to start? No.
We can start with Jello Raymond, Your Honor.
What does that mean? Out of turns?
People that we call out of turn for starting with a female, number one.
Janet Garcia. Page 1. Hi, Miss Garcia. Good morning. You were arrested for aggravated battery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, attempted burglary to an occupied dwelling, 3 counts of criminal mischief. Let me see if there's anything else. And that's not, I don't know, do you have them leaving the scene of an accident? I don't think that's before me. So I will appoint the public defense. Actually, ma'am, do you have any money to pay for a private lawyer?
I do not, but all this is hogwash.
All right, I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. Don't talk about the facts. It's from February 22nd.
I don't know if the victim may be present. I'm going to check, Judge. And if anybody's here on this case and wants to talk to the judge, can you please raise your hand?
Okay. Looks like probable cause for aggravated battery. There's probable cause for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, also attempted burglary to an occupied dwelling. There's probable cause for criminal mischief for the vehicles, but there's no value, although they mention extensive damage. Anything else? No?
Right, so I don't know, the person logged in their AG, is that Alexandra?
Okay, so I'm not going to beg victims to appear, Ms. F. I got to move this
They
calendar.
have a right to be heard, so, and I know Zoom can be complicated, so if that is the victim.
You said it 10 times already. If there's any victims here in a case, raise your hand, we'll call you. Do they want to have a translator do it? Have the translator do it. I can't
Si
see.
hay algunas víctimas, tienen que poner el nombre en el chat, ¿está bien? Si no, no se escucha su caso, el nombre del acusado.
Last chance. Okay, ma'am, I am entering a stay away order from the alleged victims. Is it, it's not domestic. They don't live together. You're ordered to stay away from Alexandra Weenan, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. And also stay away from her residence at 5859 Southwest 28th Street in Miami, Florida. Do you understand the stay away order, ma'am?
I understand it 100% and I have no problem with any of the above.
Great. Does she have any priors?
I mean, something from 96, so not really, but these facts are pretty egregious.
That's,
Judge, Ms. Garcia does not have much in funds for a bond. She's been limited with her work due to a medical condition. Would your honor consider house arrest level 3 as an alternate?
no level 3 is an alternate, maybe level 2. State, let me hear from the state. These are pretty egregious.
Right.
Although it happened about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Up to you, Judge. I know the victim's here.
The victim can be heard if they raise their
All
hand.
right, I don't know if they have any input on this.
People to talk.
Okay.
If there's a victim here who wants to be heard, you have to unmute and put on your video.
Si hay alguna víctima presente, tiene que abrir su micrófono y poner el video. ¿Está bien? Cuando llamen el nombre del acusado.
All right, I'll do house arrest with a GPS monitor.
She unmuted.
I'm sorry, there's a fire alarm inspection happening where I am, so I wasn't able to unmute.
No worries. We go through that a lot here at the jail. Raise your hand to be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
Thank you. Please tell me your name.
Alexandra Guinan?
Okay. And you're the alleged victim in this case?
Correct.
Go ahead, state.
Right, so how is she related to you, ma'am?
She is my grandmother's niece.
Okay. And the judge, do you know whose car was damaged?
My car, my grandmother's, and my father's.
Do you know how much it's going to cost to fix those 3 vehicles?
One car was totaled. The other 2 currently stand at over 20,000 for both of them.
Wow. And you don't live at that location, do you?
No, I live in Orlando. I was visiting my father. 5859 is my father's address, and 5867 is my grandmother's address. They live next door.
Okay. Anything you want to tell the judge before the judge sets a bond?
She needs a stay away order for Norma Vasquez as well. That's my grandmother.
How do you spell Vasquez?
Vazquez.
Okay.
And also for my father as well, just for precaution. He lives at 5859.
What is the address? I'm sorry, what is your father's name?
John Paul Guinan. Same last name as mine.
So the judge was considering putting her on house arrest rather than a monetary bond. Do you have any opinion on that?
I was actually considering a bond plus house arrest, but the PD said she has no money. Go ahead.
I have no preference.
You just want her to stay away from you and your family?
Correct.
And you guys want the money back for the cars, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you had insurance. The insurance company will go after her. Ma'am, what is your grandma's address?
5867 Southwest 28th Street.
Right. I'm also ordering that you stay away from Norma Vasquez at 5867 Northwest 28th Street in Miami.
Southwest 28th Street.
Huh? Excuse me. Southwest 28th Street in Miami, Florida. And John Paul Guinan at 5859 Southwest 28th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to have any contact with them either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home, school, and place of employment at all times. I'm sorry, whose car was totaled?
Norma Vasquez.
Okay. All right, and was the damage to your car over what is it?
Mine was just over $9,000. And my father's car is over, I want to say 20,000.
Okay. I need some more two stay away orders. Wait a second. Give me 1 second. So, state, do you have an objection to house arrest with an alternate bond, level 2 house arrest?
If the victim's okay with it, then the state is.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, so it's house arrest with a GPS monitor, alternate bond, count 1, aggravated battery is $7,500. Count 2, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon is $5,000. Count 3, attempted burglary with an assault or battery is $5,000. And count 4, 5, and 6, criminal mischief, or one may be second-degree felony, but I'll set them at $2,500 each count. That's plus house arrest with a GPS it's alternate, sorry, house arrest alternate. Level 2 house arrest, that means you can go to school, home, work, medical appointments, meet with your attorney. Understand the stay away order, ma'am?
So I can't work?
You can work, you can only go to work, home, school, medical
Okay,
appointment.
but I also take care of my sister who had traumatic brain injury. So I go between my house and I go between my sister's house. So at night times, I'm at my sister's house because I am her primary
Does she
caregiver.
live at these addresses or no?
Pardon?
Does she live at any of these addresses or no?
And she lives at the 10631 Southwest 28th Street.
That's not within 500 feet of them. All right, I'll make it level 3 house arrest. Stay away from the victims. If you violate.
Absolutely.
If you violate the stay away order, you'll get rearrested and you'll have to stay in jail until your trial, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you for coming in, Ms. Gwynn, all right? All right, what, are you leaving?
Correct. Rebecca, who's this gentleman next to you?
This gentleman, hi, how you doing? Oh, boy.
This is Luke McCad on page 5.
Wait a minute, this is somebody's warrant. Were you looking for this? Were you looking for this one? It's in the warrant calendar too. I don't know, is it? Who is it? Luke, who? Oh, Luke Mashad. Hi, Mr. Mashad. How are you? I need that last day form back. I gotta write up these stay away orders. Please. He's on page 5, you said 5. Sir, good morning. You were arrested for possession of a stolen or fictitious driver's license and petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You are ordered to stay away from Macy's at 7535 Southwest 88th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there, sir. He has an open bench warrant.
There's also priors from Massachusetts requesting a bond.
Oh, you're just relocated here from the Northeast? Better weather here. There's probable cause for the charges. So, how long have you been in Miami?
I've been here for like 4 months. I just moved here, so I've been here for 4 months.
Okay, that's good. You can't have an open bench warrant. You're only here 4 months. You missed court already. So I'm setting a bond count 1. Possession of a stolen driver's license or fictitious driver's license will be $1,500. Count 2, petty theft is $150. Stay out of Macy's. Have a good day, sir. Renee, I needed your help. Rule this out. Renee, step down. I'm talking to myself. 1 second, please. I got to do the stay away order for 2 more people now because the state didn't know about it.
You know, Judge, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Things happen.
And corrections, who's this gentleman? So I can pull the paperwork.
Johnny Barra on page 7, number 20.
Perfect.
Wait, only one more left.
Does he speak English, Miss Corey?
Spanish, please.
Thank you.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Buenos días.
For possession of cocaine, I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Señor, le han puesto cargos por posesión de cocaína. Le vamos a nombrar un abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
There's probable cause for the charge, except he came in on a bench warrant. He
I don't
doesn't go
see
to
anything else though.
Hay motivos fundados. Vino con una orden de captura.
Sir, how long have you been living in Miami?
¿Cuánto tiempo vives en Miami? ¿Cuánto tiempo?
7 años aproximadamente.
7 years.
I'd ask for pretrial, Judge.
Estamos pidiendo pre-trial services. Salir sin una fianza monetaria.
What happened to the bench warrant?
He's going there next, right, corrections?
¿Qué pasó con la orden de captura? Ahora próximamente va a presentarse frente al otro.
Alternate bond, $2,500. Make sure to keep all future court dates. Have a nice day.
Está bien, si no quieres salir a través de PTS, puedes pagar una fianza monetaria de $2,500. ¿Está bien? Mantenga todas las fechas del futuro de la corte, no falte la corte nunca. ¿Está bien? Manténgase en comunicación con su abogado.
Gabriel Bustos, 2A forms. Hi, Mr. Bustos. You got 2 cases. One's possession of cocaine, and then the other one is burglary to an unoccupied conveyance from January 29th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review.
Does he speak English?
Yes. If he doesn't, we'll let you know. Usually they let it. Miss Corey lets us know.
Miss Corey, does he speak English?
He said he does.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so there's probable cause for burglary, poorly written arrest affidavit. And then there's probable cause for, let me see. Possession of cocaine. All right, so on possession of cocaine, is he eligible for a program or
He's got
no?
extensive criminal history, including prior prison sentence.
Convictions from October of last year.
I see a prison sentence also for burglary to a car.
Judge, he does not have funds for a bond. I would ask if you would consider pretrial.
He's a career criminal. He's not eligible for.
What about TAP then, Judge?
I don't know if they want to take a career criminal. I'm setting a bond. F254430. The burglary case is $2,500. In the other case, possession of cocaine, $1,500. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, what was the bond for the other case? The one that and
$1,500 for the cocaine, $2,500 for the burglary.
thank you.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Peterson on page 8.
Thank you. So hi, Mr. Peterson. This is Devaner Peterson. Sir, you were arrested in this case for grand theft, resisting without violence, but unfortunately you're on probation for 3 cases. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for F19-10371, F19-10682, and F20-8706. So public defender's office is appointed. Let me review. So there's probable cause for the charges. Count one, grand theft is $2,500. Count two, I guess I'll set that at $1. You threw the keys down. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a good
And
day.
he ran, Judge.
Oh, he ran. Wait, if he
Yeah,
ran.
it says, Miami-Dade County PRT arrived on the scene and ran after driver suspect 1.
Oh, sorry. There's count two is $500. Next on page 8 is Keith Cobbs. Hi, Mr. Cobbs. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, resisting an officer without violence, wearing a mask on the street. Is that it? I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I need a moment to review for probable cause. I mean, there's probable cause for the charges. Is he eligible for a program?
Corrections, does he have any open cases?
All he has is the traffic going to Yellow Raymond next.
Because I see an arrest from January 23rd, but I don't have the
Do you
disposition.
have an address, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I have address.
He's not PID. Is it a felony arrest?
It looks like it. I mean, he's got priors, including failures to appear, violation of conditional release from Broward and Miami-Dade County. And he was arrested. I see a prior prison sentence. Let me pull his priors for you, Judge, with the prior.
I would ask for a free trial, Judge.
I don't know if he's eligible.
1 second. Right, so here.
Yeah, but I don't
Right, so he's got a 15-year prison sentence. It looks like for burglary and robbery.
When was that from?
It was old, but he was sentenced to 15 years.
Not
And then
just-
more recently, there were some failures to appear, an
Yeah.
arrest in January. But I don't know what.
Fine, tap alternate bond. $1,500 count 1, 500 count 2, and ROR 3.
To overstate's objection.
Okay, so it's with tap. He says he has an address.
So it's 1,500, 500.
An ROR.
No.
But there's probable cause for all counts.
And Judge, I'll look to see if there's an open case. If there is, I'll let the court know.
All right. Kenneth Cordero Laguna, page 9. Good morning, sir. English okay or Spanish?
Spanish, please.
Spanish, please.
Yes, right here.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of a counterfeit motor vehicle license plate or sticker.
Sí, señor, le han puesto cargo por posesión de una chapa de un vehículo falsa
So
o calcomanía.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a nombrar un abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
There's probable cause for the charge.
Hay motivo fundado por el arresto, por el cargo.
Sir, how long have you lived in Miami for?
¿Cuánto tiempo vive usted en Miami, señor? ¿Cuánto tiempo?
Desde 2021.
Since 2021.
Oh, because you already have one case with no action for cocaine and another bench warrant. You seem to have a lot of issues with the law, so you've only been here a short period of time.
Usted ha estado aquí muy poco tiempo y ha tenido bastantes encontramientos con la ley. Ha tenido ya un caso donde no le procesaron.
And he has a $5,000 bench warrant.
Y tiene una orden de captura de $5,000.
Corrections, what was that bench warrant for?
No driver's license.
Eso era por no tener una licencia de conducir.
Driving without a license, that's the other issue.
Manejando sin una licencia.
Would you consider pretrial, Judge? He'll have an attorney he can contact now too for both.
All right, pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. No driving. You don't have a good license. You shouldn't be driving. And the court's ordering you not to drive.
Sí, esto usted va a salir a través de un programa donde no necesita pagar fianza monetaria, pero no puede manejar. La juez le está diciendo que no puede manejar hasta que usted no tenga una licencia de conducir. Es una orden judicial, ¿entendido?
Good day, sir.
Judge, it looks like Keith Cobbs does have an open case.
Y si no quiere ir a través de pretrial, tiene $2,500 que puede poner de fianza.
Corrections, bring back, who is it?
Keith Cobbs.
Can you bring back Keith Cobbs, please? I need the paperwork. I'm sorry, Eric. He has an open case. This is also Larry. No, he's there. Stay there. They have to get the other one. It's going to take longer. This is Larry Arcia Jimenez. Do you speak English, sir? English or Spanish? What would you prefer? Espanol?
Spanish? Spanish is preferred.
Honey, you were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called methamphetamine.
Sí, señor, le han puesto cargo por teniendo posesión de metanfetaminas.
Introduction or possession of an unlawful article at the jail.
Y también teniendo un artículo ilegal en la cárcel.
And possession of drug paraphernalia.
Y también por tener posesión de equipos de drogas.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a nombrar un abogado de oficio para que los represente, que está a su lado.
I'm not sure about the unlawful introduction of unlawful article.
I agree, Judge. Like they're searching.
Presentando un artículo ilegal en la cárcel, no creo que eso es válido.
There's probable cause for possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Pero sí hay motivo fundado por el cargo de posesión de sustancias controladas y también metanfetamina.
Came in on 2 bench warrants.
Tiene 2 órdenes de captura.
I'm setting a bond. He came in on 2 bench warrants.
Sí, le voy a fijar una fianza porque entró con 2 órdenes de capturas.
Possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine.
If she doesn't have funds for a bond, would you consider any alternate pretrial services, even house arrest?
No. Support.
Sí, usted que puede considerar pretrial services como alternativa, su señoría.
Count 1 will be $1,000 and count 2 is release outright, no probable cause. Count 3 will be 500.
500?
Count 3, yep.
Está bien, el cargo número 1 es $1,000, el tercero es $500 y el segundo cargo es soltarlo inmediatamente. Motivo fundado.
Next we have Keith, I'm sorry, next case, recalling Keith Cobbs.
Ya puede tomar asiento.
We have a bunch of students visiting. Hello.
Okay, so
Where you
Mr.
from? Oh, Miami Country Day. We have, what is it, middle school or high school? Oh, okay, very nice. Welcome. This
So
is the
Mr.
first appearance hearings. Felony first appearance hearings. Everybody who gets arrested gets the pleasure of coming here for their first stop once they get into the criminal justice system. And they see a judge, they got the lawyers are on Zoom and at the jail. Mr. Cobbs, unfortunately, I'm told you got an open case. What is it, Ms. F?
F251506. It looks like an information has already been filed.
So it looks like there should be a hold because you have an open case in F251506. I can't give you tap. So I'll just leave those bonds and you'll see your judge tomorrow for that
Right.
open.
It was actually set for arraignment today.
It was set for arraignment today. All right, good luck to you, sir. All right, next case is Morris White, page 11. So hi, Mr. White. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So it looks like he's stealing some coffee. Bustelo brick coffee. He raised his leg pant and 4 yellow Bustelo brick coffees fell out. He was placed under arrest. They also had a homemade crack pipe and cocaine residue. So there's probable cause for the charges. You are ordered to stay away from the Walgreens store at 1695 Northwest 20th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store. You must stay away from there. You're out on felony bond, so there's a hold for you to see the judge tomorrow, as well as for your open case. So I don't know, were it mentioned two, oh yeah, it says two or more convictions. Count
Judge, would you consider any decrease in the bond?
Okay, count one, petty theft, two or more convictions will be $1,000. Count two, possession of cocaine will be $1,000. And count three, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Have a nice day, sir. Then next we have Dustin Wilson. If anybody has any questions, I'll take it in a minute. Okay, you can think about your question. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. You were arrested for petty theft, two or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So you are ordered to stay away from the Family Dollar store at 109 West Maury Drive in Homestead, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. Any objection to a program state?
Yes, he was sentenced to 54 days in jail last month, and he's got a bench warrant for $10,000 for failing to appear in court.
So it looks like he has a conviction for grand theft from last month.
Judge, would you consider a program? This is ice cream and repellent.
Maybe reduce the bond to $1,500, but state's requesting a bond.
Judge, Mr. Wilson has no money for a bond, so that'd be any bond would be tantamount to no bond for him.
Well, protecting the community and the shopkeeper where he keeps stealing from. But that's okay. I can try TAF. I'll give him a, he came out on a bench warrant
A
too.
$10,000 bench warrant.
Miss Corey had a bench warrant. I can lower the bond. Count one, petty theft, two or more convictions will be $500. But
That's
I
the only
can't
count.
get the bench warrant. I'm sorry. Next case is Fernando Silvera. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish is preferred.
Spanish,
Muchas
sir. Arrested for aggravated battery causing great bodily harm.
Señor, le han puesto cargo por agresión con agravantes causando daños físicos serios.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a nombrar un abogado de oficio para que los represente.
Also, this is from January 6th of 2025.
Esto es del 6 de enero del 2025.
So I guess they didn't like the way the victim cooked the food, and it looks like they may have beat him up. But I'm not
Sí, no le pareció cómo le cocinó la comida y por eso tuvo problemas. Con la víctima, dice ella.
So they were stomping on the victim's face with their feet before somebody intervened.
Entonces estaba pisándole la cara a la víctima antes que alguien se interveniera.
The victim sustained facial bone fractures and received stitches on his forehead. So there is probable cause for aggravated.
Entonces hay motivo fundado porque después de pisotearle la cara, la víctima recibió unas heridas con puntos en la cara y también fracturas de huesos en la cara.
Stay away from Julio Basque, the alleged victim.
Tiene que alejarse del señor Julio Basque, que es la supuesta víctima.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima ni en persona por teléfono, texto, correo electrónico o a través de terceras personas.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times.
También tiene que mantenerse a 500 pies de la víctima, casa, escuela, empleo y donde frecuente a todo momento.
Your bond is $7,500. Have a nice day.
La fianza es $7,500. Ya puede tomar asiento. Que tenga un buen día. 7,500.
Jonathan Riggins, page 13. Is he here today?
Coming up here.
Riggins is present.
Hi, Mr. Riggins. You were arrested for a case from March 2nd. The charge is burglary to an unoccupied dwelling. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. You are ordered to stay away from Gregory Dyer, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. So stay away from his home at 1551 Lenox Avenue, apartment 4 in Miami Beach, Florida. Your bond is $7,500. Have a good day. Next case is Antonio Williams. Mr. Williams, good morning. You were arrested for battery on a person aged 65 or older, and battery. Public Defender's Office is appointed for you. It's from November 7th of last year. It's a late arrest. It's a fight on a bus. So he didn't have anywhere to sit on a bus, walked over to victim 1 and struck him multiple times in the face with a closed fist. The bus driver had to stop the bus. He fled the scene. There was another passenger as well who was also struck on the shoulder. I don't know, is there an age state? Yeah, there.
I don't think so, Judge.
Age of the victim, I don't see that. Pretty violent. There's video surveillance, and he was positively identified as the male seen battering the victims. Victim 1 was 65 years of age.
I missed it. Sorry, Judge.
So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims whose initials are HL and MJ. No contact with the victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away. Stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home, school, and place of employment at all times. All right, I'm setting a bond. Count 1 battery on a person 65 or older is $5,000. Count 2 battery is $1,000. Have a nice day. Next is Herman Morales Rojas, page 16. The last one's from the editors.
Speaks English?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
English is fine.
Spanish.
English.
Sir, good morning. You were arrested for tampering with an electronic monitoring device. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Electronic device.
I don't know if that's the right term. Read this. It should be battered by a detainee on another detainee. I don't know why they wrote a tampering with the monitor. It's the wrong charge. He's fought with somebody else at the jail. Do you have the victim's name?
I can't even find the paperwork for this one, Judge.
On page 16.
I don't know if I have a packet. Hold on, let me see. His first name is Herman with a G.
G.
Okay.
Herman Morales. It's probable cause for battery by a detainee on another detainee. I'll set the bond at $1,500. Don't fight at the jail. Okay, now we can go start with the ladies.
Witness for you. Yes, I'll get you the victim's name.
Okay, I'll talk to the kids.
It's Andrew Harris.
Okay, you ready? I see you got an officer. Officer has to wait until I do the ladies, then I'll call the out of turns for the officer. Lynn Zamora, page 1.
Not aggravated.
Hi, Miss Zamora. Good morning. You were arrested for it's aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It's not aggravated. Okay. She was going to get Baker acted and then she got arrested. I guess they made a detour in the hospital. Miss Corey, what do you want to do?
The other victim, it may be battery on a medical care provider.
We can reset it for the afternoon, Judge, for hospitalization.
Order to stay away. Yeah. Battery on a medical care provider. Stay away from Kimberly Alexis, the alleged victim, and no contact with that victim directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by phone, fax, or email, and stay 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. Okay. Reset it for the hospital in the afternoon.
Card only, Your Honor.
Card only. Next case is Naya Irby. Hi, Miss Irby. Good morning. Ma'am, you were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer with violence and assault. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Judge, I understand her frustration because they were investigating a shoplifting and it looks like she paid for the items. But she definitely could have handled it differently.
I guess you got to be careful using those vulgarities and insults to somebody when you're frustrated at a store. So the officer grabs her because she didn't want to show her receipt or stop because they accused her of shoplifting. Is that what it is?
Right. So it looks like she paid for the items on her phone. And from the clerk's perspective, it still said pending. So the clerk wanted to verify that the items were actually paid for.
Okay. I'm sorry. So the officer grabbed her. What did she do?
She kicked the officer. It's on the 3rd page.
I'm looking here. Which paragraph? Because I didn't look at the bottom.
The last page.
Oh, the 3rd
First
page.
paragraph.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got it. Okay. There's probable cause for battery on a law enforcement officer. Stay away from the CBS, the victim, who's alleged victim CS, no contact with that victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, their home, school, and place of employment. All right? Don't go to that CVS while this case is pending. I'll give a pretrial because of the issues involved here. Pretrial services, alternate bond, count 1 will be $2,500. Count 2. Count 2 is $1,000, and count 3 assault, $250. I'm ordering her into pretrial. Have a nice day. Melissa Odega Coquette, page 1
She has a hold for immigration, Your Honor.
for immigration.
So I'm assuming that was the ankle monitor she had on, corrections?
Good morning, ma'am. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Ma'am, you were arrested for 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer.
Señora, le han puesto cargo por 12 cargos, tiene 2 cargos de agresión hacia las autoridades y tiene retención migratoria.
Possession of a controlled substance.
Posesión de una sustancia controlada es otro cargo.
Possession of drug paraphernalia and resisting without violence.
Esto también tiene cargos por equipos de drogas y también resistiendo sin violencia hacia las autoridades.
Says she was wearing a house arrest
I think
blanket.
that was a immigration monitor.
Oh, okay.
Sí, era un monitor de migración, el monitor que tenía puesto.
So they were trying to check her identity. She purposely misspelled her last name.
Estaban tratando de mirar su identidad y ella al propósito cambió el nombre, el apellido.
And she kept changing her name every few seconds.
Y cada vez seguía cambiando su nombre o apellido.
And she was pushing and pulling the officer's arm.
Y estaba empujando y jalando el brazo de la autoridad.
She kicked the officer.
También le dio una patada al oficial.
She had crystal meth along with a pipe.
Y tenía también crystal meth y también una pipa.
There's probable cause for the charges. I don't know about 2 counts. It's 1 officer she kicked, right?
Hay motivo fundado por los cargos, pero creo que es un cargo solamente porque es una pataleó solamente a un oficial.
It said, okay, yeah, 1 officer, judge.
Sí, correcto, agresión hacia un solo oficial.
Count 1 battery on a law enforcement. It should be resisting with violence, but count 1 battery on a law enforcement officer is $5,000. Count 2 will be ROR.
Está bien, entonces el primer cargo, agresión hacia autoridades, $5,000 el primer cargo y el segundo es salir bajo palabra.
And count 3, possession of drug paraphernalia is $2,500.
El tercer cargo, posesión de equipos de droga, son $2,500 de fianza.
Wait, did I say it right? Count 3 is possession of the meth, that's $2,500. 4 drug paraphernalia is $500, and count 5 resisting without is $500.
Sí, entonces el cargo número 3, posesión de metanfetamina, $2,500. El número 4, cargo número 4, $500. Y cargo número 5, resistiendo sin violencia, también $5,000.
500.
Sin $500 el cargo número 5.
Ma'am, you have an immigration hold, so you may want to consult with an immigration lawyer before you post your bond.
Señora, antes de poner su fianza, usted debe de hablar con un abogado de inmigración. ¿Está bien?
1 second. Corrections, I was going to call a case out of turn next if he's here. Paul Koch on page 12. This is Miss Sean Ramming. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Pre-trial judge.
Yeah, thank you.
We are okay with pre-trial?
Yes.
Pre-trial services, alternate bond. 1 second. $2,500. Have a nice day, ma'am. You may be eligible for the drug court program. That's something you should discuss with your attorney. I'm sorry, China Reed, page 2. Hi, Miss Reed. Wait, you better hide that, have any left? Let's see if the others behave. We'll decide if they behave. Hi, Miss Reed, you were arrested for aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
It looks like all three of them are here on vacation from Michigan. They were upset when they were asked to move their purple Lamborghini. This defendant allegedly drove towards the security guard.
How do I know who was who?
It says defendant moved into the driver's seat and while fleeing the scene intentionally drove towards the victim in an apparent attempt to strike her.
There's probable cause for aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer. I'll set a bond. We don't set it. Does she have priors out of Michigan?
I mean, nothing particularly noteworthy, but she has been arrested in the past. I see a DWLS conviction.
$2,500 bond. Have a good day. I'll lower the bond a little. Next case is London Jackson. Part of the group or no?
Yes.
Good morning, Miss Jackson. You were arrested for possession of a stolen or fictitious driver's license and battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
She shoved the security guard to the ground and she had a fictitious Michigan driver's license.
Okay, there's probable cause for the charges. Count 1, the possession of a stolen or fictitious license. I'll set that at $1,000. And count 2, the battery on a law enforcement officer. What do you want me to set it at?
$2,500.
$2,500, count 2. Have a good day. Next, Yesenia Gonzalez, page 3. Oh, hi to the students. I got more students, new students. Hi, everybody. These are the
English, Mrs. Corey?
Yes.
Thanks.
Good morning, Ms. Gonzalez. You were arrested for attempted fleeing and eluding a police officer at a high rate of speed, and also driving with a suspended license, third or subsequent conviction, possession with intent to sell cocaine, and possession with intent to sell a controlled substance called MDMA or Molly. Ma'am, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
No.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So let me
Judge-
review probable cause, yes.
Count 1, not an attempt. Count 2 is an HTO. And as for the drugs, just possession.
Oh, okay. Make it
She
easy.
has a fugitive hold from Monroe County for a violation of probation, no bond.
Let me just read it. So she was driving recklessly at a high speed, trying to avoid the officer. So there's probable cause for count 1, fleeing and eluding a police officer at a high rate of speed. Count 1 will be $5,000. Count 2, driving as a habitual traffic offender is $2,500. Count 3, possession of a controlled substance is $2,500. Count 4, just give me 1 second, verify that. Cocaine,
It was
MDMA.
several bags of cocaine and 1 bag of MDMA and then another raw.
Count 4, the possession of the MDMA will be $1,000. And you have that hold, so once you post the bond, You'll be on our in-state warrant calendar. Good luck to you, ma'am. Any more ladies? Yes. Ashley Akins, page 3. Whenever I have a lot of ladies, that means I get a big calendar. Hi, Miss Akins. You were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So she's the third lady in the group from Michigan. She threw water in the security guard's face.
Okay. There's probable cause. They're all upset. Her and the friends are upset because they told her to move her Lamborghini. Okay. Says she had priors out of Michigan.
The only thing I saw, it says a failure to appear, but it may be for a traffic case.
What do you want me to set this one at? 1,000? Are you okay with
Right. This one's 1,000's okay, or 1,500.
$1,000 bond. Have a nice day. Corrections. Do you have on page 12 Paul Koch?
No, Your Honor, he's not here yet.
Then we have Asim Rafi, page 4. Good morning, Mr. Rafi. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for count 1, for count 2. Let me see about count 3. I guess there are glass pipes in the co-defendant's vicinity.
Well, no, in Mr. Rafi's bag, they found crack. You know,
Maybe some crack.
let me see. Yeah.
You want $1 on that one?
Wait, I found in Mr. Rafi's duffel bag burnt glass crack pipe.
Oh, sorry.
It's on the 3rd paragraph. Page
$1's fine.
It's a burnt. All right. Count 1, possession with intent to sell cocaine is a $5,000 bond. Count 2, possession of cocaine is $2,500. And count 3, possession of drug paraphernalia will be $1. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Carlos Jimenez.
Bonded out.
Bond out. They don't see the judge when they bond out, which is a wonderful thing. It's one less case here. Then we have Nicholas Wright.
I think
Oh, and I got the case for the officer out of turn. Sorry, I got to call these officers too. I'm going to need Santana Womble as well after this. Hi, Mr. Wright. Good morning. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Wait, so his mom is here.
Is this a
Maybe we
hospital case?
Yeah, maybe we can see about him going to the
Is the mom, can you promote her? Does she want a stay away order?
I did promote mom. So I don't know if she speaks English or Spanish, but
What's
she's
her
got to
name?
unmute, turn on her camera.
What's her name?
Miss Posada.
María Posada. ¿Usted habla inglés? Abra su micrófono, por favor. En la parte inferior, toque la pantalla en la parte inferior izquierda.
Unmute and put on your video.
Y también ponga su video y abra su micrófono. Ya estamos llamando al caso.
Good morning, ma'am. Do you speak English?
Señora, ¿habla usted inglés?
No,
Señora
señora.
Posada. No,
No,
she
señora.
doesn't.
All right, ma'am, raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Do you?
Señora, suba su mano derecha para prestar juramento.
Do you swear from the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
Juro o afirma decir la verdad, toda la verdad, solamente la verdad. Diga que sí o que afirma.
Sí.
Thank
Yes,
you.
gracias. Baje la mano.
Tell me your name.
¿Cuál es su nombre y apellido?
María Posada.
Gracias.
Are you afraid of are you afraid of your son, Nicholas Wright?
¿Usted le tiene miedo a su hijo Nicholas Wright? ¿Sí o no? ¿Le tiene miedo? ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
Si no está medicado.
if he's not medicated.
Okay, anything else you want to tell the court? You wanna-
¿Algo más que quiere decirle a la juez?
Sí, cuando llamé ayer, a la 911 era para que fuera ingresado al hospital porque tenía una crisis, pero no sabía que lo iban a llevar para la cárcel.
Yes, I called yesterday and I called 911 yesterday to take him to the hospital because he had a crisis, but I did not know they were going to arrest him and take him to jail.
Do you know why I have a stay away order for Pedro Fernandez? I don't see him as a victim.
That is the victim officer Your Honor can disregard.
Están hablando algo de un oficial que no es importante, es irrelevante.
All right, so
Pedro
during a stay away order from your mother, Maria Posada.
Le voy a poner una orden de alejamiento, señor, hacia su madre María Posada.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Por ahora no puede tener contacto con la víctima directamente, indirectamente, en persona, por escrito, por teléfono o por tercera persona. Por
No
ahora.
contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Tampoco puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de medios sociales y otros dispositivos electrónicos.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim or home, school, and place of employment at all times.
También tiene que mantenerse a 500 pies de la víctima, casa, escuela, empleo o donde frecuente la víctima.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No puede participar en actividades delictivas, usar, consumir o poseer drogas ilegales, señor.
Not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
Señor, tampoco no puede usar, comprar, poseer o portar pistola, arma de fuego ni munición.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Si es que esto aplica, no puede, tiene que entregar todas armas de fuego, munición, permiso de arma oculta y presentarlas en la estación de policía más cercana y entregar recibo con los secretarios judiciales en el tribunal si tiene armas de fuego.
And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
Solo puede ir una sola vez a casa de la víctima dentro de 48 horas que lo suelten, ir solamente escoltado por policía a la casa y recoger sus pertenencias personales.
You must be accompanied by a police officer.
Tiene que ser acompañado o escoltado por un policía o autoridades.
You can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools.
Solo puede entrar a esa casa una sola vez para recuperar ropa, artículos de salud y artículos personales, medicamentos, documentos personales y de negocios y herramientas de trabajo.
All right, do you understand the stay away order from your mother?
Señor, ¿entiende usted la orden de alejamiento de la señora, su madre?
Yes.
Okay,
Sí.
We're
Muchas
resetting
gracias.
in the afternoon to see if he has hospital benefits. He can be card only.
Sí, lo vamos a fijar para por la tarde para ver si él tiene beneficios médicos. Solamente va a ser la tarjeta de la cárcel.
Next case is Santana Womble, page 4. Ma'am, we're setting it in the afternoon to see if he has hospital benefits.
Sí, señora, lo vamos a fijar por la tarde para ver si él tiene beneficios de hospitales. Si quiere presentarse, puede hacerlo, pero es solamente la tarjeta de la cárcel que van a llamar. Por esta misma vía puede entrar. ¿Sí? Ya puede desconectarse.
¿Puedo decir algo?
She has something to say.
Only if you have a question. We're resetting the case for the afternoon for hospital. I need to go on my docket.
Solamente si es una pregunta, porque es que tenemos muchos casos, lo van a llamar para por la tarde.
Ok, gracias.
Call the
Okay,
state
thank you.
attorney's office. Speak to the victim witness coordinator if you have any questions.
Si tiene alguna pregunta, por favor, hable con la coordinadora de víctimas. ¿Está bien?
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, next case, you have Santana Womble on page 4. There's officer or detective here? I'll promote the officer. Would you have the whole school come today? Is this all 8th grade or 7th grade? We have a big student body there.
Good morning. I think good morning earlier, but.
Hi, officer. Raise your right hand to be sworn, please.
Good morning, officer. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you. Please tell me your name, officer.
Officer Garcia,
What police department?
City of Miami.
All right, thank you. All right, this is Mr. Womble. Good morning. Sir, you were arrested for battery by strangulation, battery, 3 counts of resisting an officer without violence, violation of pretrial release conditions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So, why are you here, officer? What do you want to say?
I would like to request count 4, an amendment to the statute. I just wanted to change the subsection.
Oh, okay. What do you want to do?
On the violating of the stay away order, I used 741.29 subsection 6. I wanted to modify it to subsection 7.
Okay, thank you. State any questions?
No.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so let me review for probable cause. Sir, do you live with the victim in the same home?
Judge, there's an allegation of a violation of a domestic
Oh,
violence.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Miss Corey. Yeah, it's a long morning for me. All right, so there's probable cause for battery by strangulation and battery because he grabbed her by the neck with both hands and choked her, and her breathing was momentarily, I guess, stopped, she said, or she did not lose consciousness. He also punched her, the victim, with a closed fist on her face and body. So he fled when police arrived. So he was observed fleeing and a perimeter was established. They had to bring out the doggies. It looks like he may have met a doggy as his arm is bandaged. And he has a non-expiring stay away order from the victim. Okay. So it would only be 1 resisting without, not 3 counts. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Victoria. What is it, Glean? I can't read the handwriting.
The victim's name, Gleen, Gleen.
Thank you. Stay away from the alleged victim, Victoria Glean. No contact with her, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, you're out on felony bond. You have a hold for the division judge. It's probably best not to discuss the facts of this case. Count 1, battery by strangulation, is a $4,000 bond. Count 2, battery, it's the same charge. That will be $1,000. I split the bonds. Count 3, resisting an officer without violence, is $500. Counts 4 and 5 is the same charge. You can't be convicted of more than 1 resisting without. So it's ROR count 3 and ROR count 4. I'm sorry. 3 is 500, 4 is ROR, 5 is ROR, 6, violation of pretrial release conditions or the injunction. That's a first-degree misdemeanor. That will be $1,000. So you'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Thanks for coming in, officer.
Number for the hold.
The case number for the hold is F253326. So let's call this case, where did the paperwork? Is this Mr. Paul Koch on page 12?
Yes.
Sir, you were arrested for a case from March 2nd. You are charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. Sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
Do not.
Then I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
We'll be invoking Mr. Cox's right to counsel and his right to remain silent.
This looks like it was a fight at a club. He was escorted out of the club, went back in with a handgun, fired multiple shots, striking and killing the victim. And he also shot somebody else and killed him. Victims were not armed. There's probable cause for the charges of second-degree murder. I'm going to grant the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.041. I'm holding you with no bond on count 1 and no bond on count 2, the murder charges. You will see a judge tomorrow. That judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Good day, sir.
Spanish interpreter. Next.
Another one out of turn. You guys going too fast. When you have a chance, I need Kevin Barat on page 10. So is this Mr. Dunay?
Cordero.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 2 cases, fraudulent use of personal identification, and also possession of cocaine, petty theft, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Is this a Spanish interpreter request?
Yes.
Okay. Sí, señor, le han puesto cargo por uso fraudulento de identificación y también posesión de cocaína, hurto menor y posesión de equipos de drogas.
So public defender's office is appointed for you.
Le van a nombrar abogado de oficio para que lo represente. Por ahora la de la fianza está a su lado.
So looks like he was stealing stuff and was apprehended, and then he found multiple credit cards bearing other people's names.
Sí, él estaba robando algo, tenía varias tarjetas de crédito y tenía con los nombres de otras personas.
You are ordered to stay away from the Lowe's store at 1650 West 37th Street in Hialeah, Florida.
Sí, señor, le han prohibido entrar en el Lowe's que queda en 1650 West 32 Calle en Hialeah, Florida.
I'm setting a bond. He has a conviction for petty theft from last year. It looks like a couple of petty theft and resisting without from last year, and actually 2 petty thefts. So he keeps stealing.
Sí, él sigue robando, tiene 2 hurtos menores del año pasado y también lo han arrestado por resistiendo violencia.
RR count 2, Judge.
Sorry, count, on this case, there's only 1 count. F254421, what are you talking about?
The other case, sorry.
Oh, so on F254421, yes, Ms. Corey.
Would you consider any reduction, Judge, if you're not going to grant any alternate form of release?
How long has he been living here in the United States?
11 years.
11 years? He waited till last year to start getting in trouble? In this case, he had a lot of fake IDs, multiple credit cards in other people's names.
Sí, tenía varias tarjetas de crédito e identificaciones fraudulentas, entonces hay un cargo solamente del 25-4421. La abogada suya ha pedido una reducción de fianza, pero
Funds $2,500. The other case I'll lower, it's no problem. F254420, possession of cocaine.
Sí, 25.4421, posesión de cocaína, y el otro cargo es $2,500 de fianza.
Count 2 will be an ROR, it's the same charge.
El cargo número 2 va a salir bajo palabra.
Count 3, petty theft. It's probable cause for petty theft. It'll be $150 bond.
La fianza de hurto menor es $150. Ese es el cargo número 3, que es
Count 4,
motivo fundado.
paraphernalia, I'll make it $1. Have a nice day.
$1, el último cargo por el cargo número 4.
You know, what was count 1?
1 is 1,000, 2 ROR, 3 $150, 4 $1. For 3, it's probable cause for petty theft or first degree misdemeanor. It's over $100, it's a first degree misdemeanor. Okay.
Sí, el primer cargo, delito menor.
Corrections have another one out of turn for somebody. Kevin Farrat, page 10. There's somebody here for him. All right, hi, Mr. Barat. Good morning. You were arrested for 3 cases, grand theft from March 1st, that's from Home Depot. And then another case, grand theft from February 13th, 2025, also from Home Depot. And then another case from March 3rd from Home Depot, grand theft and possession of cocaine. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There was somebody here. I don't know if they're here from somebody. Father?
Yes.
Oh, okay, his father. Anyway, let me review for probable cause. Public defender's office is appointed for you. I'm ordering that you stay away from the Home Depot store at 7899 West Flagler Street in Miami, Florida. Also the Home Depot at 2999 Southwest 32nd Avenue in Miami, Florida, and the Home Depot store at 11300 Southwest 40th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location, and you must stay away from them. Do you understand? You got to stay out of those stores.
Yes, ma'am.
On F-25 4390, it stole $817 worth of merchandise. I don't know. I think state. What do you think in terms of his release?
Either a bond, if your honor is inclined to grant non-monetary release, then house arrest.
He's lived here in the community all of his life. I would ask if you would consider pretrial services.
He's stealing a lot of merchandise from Home Depot. One theft was over $2,000. He's stealing chainsaws, and I'm not giving him pretrial, maybe house arrest. Keep an eye on him. And then he has another case. Let me see. The other case is over $1,100 worth of merchandise. I'll do house arrest with a GPS monitor, alternate bond, F-25 4395. I'm sorry, 4394 is $2,500. And that's level 3 house arrest. I'm not going to do a curfew. And then the next case will be same thing. They're all going to be house arrest, alternate bond, $2,500, level 3. Good luck to you, sir. Stay out of the Home Depot store.
You know, 4390 has 2 counts. The second one, 2,500 also.
Wait for the possession of cocaine. Yeah, it'll be 2,500 each count.
Does the father need interpreter or anything?
I don't know.
Miss Nash.
but I'm not required to interpret for the non-victim.
Okay. I'm good.
Now I can go back. I don't know. Did you bring in a new group? You guys have any questions? Any new questions? I see you got your naughty ones out.
What's the difference between first degree and second degree murder?
All right, what am I doing? Who am I? This is now Mr. Shamir Ronquain.
Yes, ma'am.
You were arrested for 2 cases: possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon, aggravated assault with a firearm, criminal mischief and battery, and a second case for grand theft of a firearm and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So let's see what's going on.
I think the victim's here. I'm gonna promote her.
Oh, the victim's here. Okay, thank you. So he had a firearm on his waistband. He was convicted of a crime back in 2016. And the firearm was stolen in December 24th, 2023. So in this case, F254427, there's probable cause for that charge. I'm setting a bond count 1, grand theft of the firearm, be $2,500. And count 2, possession of a firearm by convicted felon is $7,500. Now the other case.
I'm sorry, on the grand theft of the firearm, would your honor consider reducing it? See if Mr. Ronquain could even afford to post the overall bond. It also states that the gun was reported stolen in 2023.
December 2023, a little over a year ago. I think that's recent. I'm not lowering it. He's a convicted felon. He shouldn't have even had the gun. Is the victim here? Does she want to be heard? If there's a victim here and you want to be heard, you got to unmute, raise your hand, unmute, put on your video. If you don't want to be heard, that's no problem.
Si hay víctima presente, tienen que abrir su micrófono y su video para ser escuchado cuando llamen el caso.
He speaks English. Is there anybody here for him that wants to be heard?
I can promote.
Let me try. All right.
Yeah. Ms. Sims, if you can turn on your video and unmute your microphone, please.
Yes. The victim's in court. Okay. I'm gonna enter, she's not responding, so I'm gonna enter a stay away order from Sharika Sims. No, she declined to be promoted. I can try one more time. Usually the people come to court want to be heard. Okay, she can unmute if she wants to be heard. She doesn't want to be heard. So I'm entering a stay away order from Sharika Sims, no contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Sir, does he have to go to the victim's home for any personal belongings?
No, Judge.
All right. You understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's see. He's in a relationship with the victim about 90 days, 3 months.
They weren't living together. It's just a dating relationship.
He punched the victim's radio after an argument. It cracked. That's $30 in damage. He told the victim and the child to get out. He grabbed the victim by neck. Victim hit the defendant's arm to release her. He also grabbed the black handgun, pointed it at the victim, and stated, "Bitch, you will be dead just like your brother," which the victim felt he would shoot and kill her. She jumped out of the vehicle, called the police. He begged her not to call. He fled. He confessed that. All right, so there's probable cause for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. This is from January 21st. So when he was found, he had a firearm. So it's a $7,500 bond. Count 2, there's probable cause for aggravated assault with a firearm, $5,000 bond. Count 3, criminal mischief is $150. Count 4, battery is $1,000. Have a good day, sir. Thank you for coming in to the victim. Bye, guys. Have a good day. Next, we have Rolando Gonzalez. 3 cases. Everybody has 3, 2 or 3.
They wanted to know.
Spanish?
He's saying yes.
No, he speaks English.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
All right, now we have, I've had like 500 students come in and out the last 20, 30 minutes, so I think they're all gone. Now we can go back to work. Okay. Rolando Gonzalez is next. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You were arrested for 3 cases. Apparently, you like to visit the Total Wine store near Coconut Grove. So I'm ordering, while this case is pending, you have to stay away from Total Wine at 2750 Southwest 27th Terrace in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go there and you must stay away from there. So we'll start with F25 4425. It's petty theft, 2 or more convictions. He stole a bottle of, I don't know what this is, Flecha Azul. It's valued at $109. Okay, so there's probable cause for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. It mentions the prior convictions. And then the other case, it should also be petty theft, not it's charged with retail theft.
I agree, Judge.
Petty theft, right?
Yes.
Theft prior convictions here was 2 bottles down on his pants. He takes them in his pants, I'm sure. Nobody else wants him. $329 of alcohol. He has prior convictions. And then the next one is from March 3rd. He had crack cocaine on him. So I don't know what you want. You want me to try tap? He's homeless.
So it's requesting a bond. He's got a 364 for last year. I'm sorry, from 23 for stealing. And then I see convictions last year, 73 days in July, 36 days in December. If you counted them, it looks like it'd probably be well over a dozen petty theft convictions.
On, but I don't mind lowering it a little. F25 4425 petty theft 2 or more convictions. That will be $1,000. F25 4435 is petty theft 2 or more convictions. It's going to be $1,500. F25 4432 possession of cocaine. $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Next, we have Octavio Lampkin on page 7. Hi, Mr. Lampkin. Good morning. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Any objection to tap? He's
1 second, Judge. So he's got a 120-day sentence from less than a month ago.
I can't do it. This isn't violent. He had 1 gram of cocaine and it had tap alternate bond.
Judge, can we pass Mr. Lampkin for the afternoon for possible hospitalization?
Okay. I would have given him tap. You don't want tap?
I prefer, I think to be more successful.
I understand. At the hospital first. Thank you.
Card only, Your Honor?
Card only is fine. Actually, no, bring him in case he doesn't qualify. We can give him tap. I got to give him the next court date. Next is Tony Kane on page 7.
Judge, I'm sorry, this is the wrong person. This is Mr. Sereno. What number is he?
20.
That's not Mr.
I
Lampkin.
rebounded. I'll give you a chance.
Oh, number 23 on the calendar. He's on page 8.
Mr. Santino Storino is next. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
He's got priors out of Broward County. He's here arrested out of Alachua.
He's stealing money from the tip jar at Subway. Then he took that money and went to Burger King to go buy something there. You're ordered to stay away from the Subway restaurant at 239 Northeast 167th Street in North Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there, sir. What do you want to say? His priors where?
Out of county.
When?
But if Your Honor wants to give him tap based on the facts, it's okay.
Judge, we'd like to reset him for the hospital, please.
Okay. That's good too.
Okay. We'll reset his case for the afternoon for hospital. Does he have a place to stay? It looks like it. We'll see him in the afternoon. He can be, I guess, card only. I don't know. You want to bring him in case I give him a program, or it doesn't matter. So do you have the gentleman I passed? Octavio Lampkin? No. Hi, Mr. Lampkin. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You want the TAP program? I know the state's objecting. He has a recent conviction, but it's not for drugs.
Yes, please.
TAP alternate bond, $2,500 count 1, ROR count 2. You have to go to court for your arraignment. She wrote it here. What did I do with my sticky? You have to come to court for your arraignment date on April 3rd at 9 a.m. Courtroom 6-3. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Tony Kane, page 7. And Mr. Kane, you were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause. Is the program?
So he has a 94-day sentence from December.
For what? None of my paper.
That was drugs. He's got multiple felony convictions from last year.
I would ask if you would consider pretrial or tap, Judge.
1 second. He has a conviction. Like a revolving door here. So it looks like he has a 94-day sentence. He got CTS. State your objection to tap.
Yeah, because he's got prison sentences and recent jail sentences from last year.
Are you working, sir?
Oh, man.
I'm setting up on count 1, possession of cocaine is $2,500. Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia will be $500. Have a good day. Next, Roger Fajardo. Hi, Mr. Fajardo. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance and aggravated battery. Sir, can you afford to hire a lawyer? We've got more.
No.
More. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he struck the victim in the face while holding a taser.
So count 2 isn't an agbat, but it should be a burglary with a battery. Not sure if the victim's here. I received notification that he may want to speak to the court.
Defendant asked the victim to move his vehicle from a handicapped parking space, so there was an argument and a physical altercation. Sir, you're ordered to stay away from Adonis Fortunato, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. Stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. And stay away from the Chevron gas station at 4100 Northwest 27th Avenue in Miami, Florida. The victim's here. Good morning. Can you raise your right hand to be sworn, please?
Good morning. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do.
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. What is your name, please?
Adonis Portondo.
Okay, sir. Are you the alleged victim here?
Yes.
You want to tell the court? Why'd you come to court?
All right. So what happened was, I was parked in a handicap spot.
Okay.
And while going into the gas station, I was told, oh, he started like verbally like cursing at me. That, oh, move this car right now, move this car right now. I'm like this. I'm like, all right, I'm moving right now. I moved this to the gas pump. Then started walking back. And then he was like, oh, you can't come here, you can't come here. And then he pulled out his taser. And then he was like, oh, get out of here, I'm tasing your chest. Then my girlfriend got out the car. My girlfriend's like, what's wrong with you? You're crazy. And then he pointed the taser at her. And then I'm like, as soon as the light came on the taser, I tried getting back in my car. I went to my car, tried leaving, he approached my car, opened my door, and he hit me over the face with a taser. Basically pistol at me with the taser.
Okay. State, did you have any questions for Mr. Portando?
No questions.
Ms. Corey, any questions? Ms. Corey, any questions?
No, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right. Sir, how old are you?
I am 18 and I'm still in school.
Are you
I'm
in
still in
high-
high school. Yeah, in high school.
That must have been pretty frightening for you.
Yeah, it was.
Listen, a lot of people get upset when somebody's parked in a handicap spot and they're not handicapped. I don't know what your position is, your issue is, but just be mindful that does set a lot of people off and makes them lose their mind sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I moved my car to
You
the gas pump. I moved my car to the gas pump.
It doesn't give anybody a right to do what's here, and that's why he got arrested. Okay, so you're seeing, I guess, the criminal justice system work firsthand.
Yes.
All right. So what did you, I don't know what the state's seeking. Technically, this is a burglary with an assault or battery, and I can hold him in jail with no bond because it's a crime punishable by life in prison. I think the statute was envisioned for burglaries to dwellings, but it also encompasses a burglary to a vehicle. When you improperly enter somebody's vehicle and strike them therein, it's a burglary with an assault or battery. So it's a first-degree felony punishable by life in prison. Now, he has prior arrests. I don't see any convictions. Sir, do you work at that gas station or you work?
Yes, Judge. He's a security officer at the gas station.
Okay.
I would ask if you would consider a bond, Judge.
There is probable cause for a burglary with battery.
He struck an 18-year-old pistol whip basically with a taser of 18-year-old in a car because he parked in a handicap. Are you okay if I give him house arrest, Mr. Portuando? That means
No.
you'd have to put an electronic bracelet.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Would you set a bond, Judge?
He should, I don't know what the state wants. He
The
should be
state
held.
is requesting that the defendant be held without bond.
When he struck you, were you at the handicap spot or were you at the pump?
I was at the gas pump. Everything's on video. You can see him strapped, like hitting me in my face with a taser. Everything's on video.
I have to hold him with no bond. Is it a motion for pretrial detention? or
No, because it's not DV and it's not a dwelling.
Count one, there's probable cause.
Judge, I would ask if you would consider any alternate form of release. Currently, Mr. Fajardo is no longer employed.
The only thing I'm doing is holding him no bond. It's up to the division judge to give him a bond because this is a non-bondable offense in prison and it's violent and he struck an 18-year-old because he's sitting in his car. These are allegations. It's up to a jury, but he's presumed not guilty. So it's no bond, count one. Count two, the aggravated batter, I guess, is for hitting him with the.
It's not a deadly weapon, Judge.
Sir, so it's battery, which is a necessary element in count one. That will be $1 for count two. You're gonna, the lawyers can bring you before the division judge and ask that judge to give you house arrest, but I cannot do that today, sir. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Portuando. All right, you can go back to school now. Are you have any injury, by the way, from being hit with the gun or the taser?
Yes, my eye is still cloudy, and I got pictures from today morning and at 2 in the morning, and I see cloudy, and my eyes are like red. If you can see or you can't see, under my eye, my veins are busted. My eye veins are like busted, and I'm like internal bleeding in my eye.
Did you go to the eye doctor or Bascom Palmer?
I'm going to Bascom Palmer today, actually. Yes.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
No bond count one, a dollar count two. Thank you for coming in. Stay in touch with the state attorney's office, victim witness coordinator, and they can advise you of future court dates. I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Next, we have Nahum Lewis, page 7. Good morning, Mr. Lewis. You were arrested for grand theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. That's not Mr. Lewis, it is. He left.
Bond it out, Your Honor.
Oh, Lewis, a bond out. All right, this is Elijah Smart. Hi, Mr. Smart.
He's on probation, 2 cases.
Hi, Mr. Lewis. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Anyway, it's from March 3rd. You're out on felony bond. Hold for F247328, F24 13545. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The court is ordering you stay away from the alleged victims, Daniel Fraga and Martha Fraga. No contact with the alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
And all of that. I just want to see the judge and go to trial, man.
All right, it's a $5,000 bond. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Good luck to you, sir. Next, we have William Walker. This is a new group. One sec.
No felony bond.
I got a few more came in. Give me 1 second.
Teresa, he came back after he got arrested again. For what charge did he get arrested for again? Yeah. I'm gonna die. I'm an observer. So are you the one that also like does the trial after, or you don't do it?
Okay. Hi, Mr. Walker. Good morning. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied structure. It's from March 3rd. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're out on felony bond. There's a hold for F25-988. So let me review. So he's in somebody's gated fence property. He's seen on camera throwing property over the fence by the witness at 7:18 in the morning. This is in Homestead. He was also, let's see. He grabbed a shopping cart with the property that was thrown over as well. So it looks like probable cause for burglary to an unoccupied structure, or is it a dwelling? Structure. I'll leave it as a structure. You are ordered to stay away from the victim's property at 80 Southwest First Avenue in Homestead, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. And you're out on bond. Hold for F25988. The bond is $2,500. Have a nice day, sir. Next case is Raydell Solis. Bye, guys. Thanks for visiting.
Bye.
Have a good day.
The felony bond.
Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes, yes, good morning.
Thank you, sir. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied dwelling and grand theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review for probable cause. He's also out on bond. Hold for F2421471. Oh, I'm sorry. It's at 7A forms. I only see 2. How many? Oh, 2A forms, excuse me, 2. Sorry, this first burglary is from February 18th, and there's another one, possession of a controlled substance called MDMA. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for possession of a controlled substance, MDMA. I'll set that bond at $1,500. And hold for F2421471. Then next we have F254410. So the burglar to the dwelling, it's on 9th in Michigan, which is right near Flamingo Park. Let's see. They're trying to steal somebody's
A dwelling.
Huh? The curtilage?
There's nothing indicating it's a dwelling.
It is. It's opposite Flamingo Park. Because that's where Mecca was, where I go every day of my life, the last couple of years. But it's from the porch. It looks like a curtilage. So there's probable cause for burglary to the unoccupied dwelling and grand theft. Count 1 will be $5,000. And count 2, petty theft. I'm sorry. Sorry, count 2 is grand theft. That's $2,500. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a good day. One second, I'm gonna verify. It's not the park, the PAL Center. Give me a
He's a
second.
co-defendant to somebody we already looked up, Judge. I just. looked him up.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Oh, I need to tell him to stay, bring him back, please. I gotta read the stay away order. Sorry. Hey, I need to just read the stay away order to him. Corrections. Sorry, Mr. Solis, I just have to order you stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are MS. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by phone, or by third parties, phone, fax, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, their home, school, and place of employment. Stay away from 929 Michigan Avenue in Miami Beach. That's it. Thank you, sir. Roger Picard was next.
He refused court, Your Honor.
Let me review. So there's probable cause. We set it for the afternoon. Paul, we did Paul Koch already.
What happened with Mr. Piku? What happened? Where was he?
We set
Refused?
Us? The afternoon.
Corrections, does he have a bond on the in-state warrant?
No bond.
Next we have is Jason McCollum. Page 12, added charge.
He refused court, Your Honor.
So it's from July. There's probable cause, reset it for the afternoon. And there's Dayron Gomez Gastelli, page 13.
He refused court, Your Honor.
You can waive his presence, Judge.
Yeah, what do you want for count one? A release outright or a dollar?
Release outright.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Count one, release outright, no probable cause. Count two, tampering with an electronic monitor will be $2,000. Count three, criminal mischief, $500. It says hold. Is it an added or hold? Yeah, hold for F24 18232H. And appointing public defender's office, waiving presence. Next, we have Kevin Ramirez.
NBC, Your Honor.
NBC, it's an added charge. Ms. Corey.
Corrections, what's his bond on the other felony?
He has a hold for immigration.
Oh, he does? Okay, we'll waive his presence.
There's probable cause for the charge. I'll set the bond at $1,500. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. You said it was NBC?
NBC.
Yes. And an ISOL.
What about Antone Wimberly, page 14?
NBC.
Ms. Corey? NBC.
Corrections, does he have a bond on the misdemeanor?
He has a hold for F2425569.
What would you like me to do? Reset it or set a bond?
We can set a bond, Judge. We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Set the bond at $1,500.
And Ms. Seth, do you have the first name? Oh, Ms. Seth, your mic is off.
Sorry, Ms. Corey. It's Andrew Harris is the victim for Wimberly.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, what about Thomas Williams? He's back with another one.
He refused.
There's probable cause. Reset it. You want me to reset it or no?
He's
No,
no
don't-
bond on the 24 case, it looks like.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive his presence. Bond is $2,500. Story and Taylor.
NBC.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Let me review this. There's probable cause, reset it. It's a, I'm sorry, $2,500 bond. Appoint public defender's office, waive presence. Oh, okay, this is like a first. We finished pretty early today, 11:38. You want me to start at 1:30 or 1:20?
1:30, Your Honor.
I can't even start early today. What's the matter? You gonna have a fire drill?
Oh, don't say that. Don't jinx us, Judge.
You want to start at 1:20? You want 1:30? It's no problem. Whatever you like.
Whenever you want, Judge.
1:30. Fine, whatever. Miss F, anything you want to say?
It doesn't matter to me.
Fine, we'll see y'all at 1:30. Bye.
Thank you.
Enjoy your- Or pages. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Mindy Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all of the defendants. I need everybody to please stand up, raise your right hand, and be sworn in by our clerk.
Bienvenidos para primeras comparecencias. Soy la jueza Mindy Glazer. Vamos a comenzar el calendario. Necesito que se pongan de pies.
Good afternoon, everybody. Raise your right hand.
Buenas tardes a todos. Levanten la mano derecha.
You swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If so, say I do. I do.
Juran o afirman que el testimonio que van a brindar será la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad. De ser así, digan, lo juro.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Tomen asiento.
Madam Interpreter, have you been sworn in today?
I have by other judges, but not for this calendar, Your Honor.
Today, you're still under oath. Thank you. I'll have to swear you. All right. So if anybody's here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room.
Si alguien está aquí en representación por Zoom de algún acusado, por favor pongan el nombre del acusado en el chat.
Let's begin. Can the attorneys announce, please state?
Nessa F on behalf of the state.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge Assistant Public Defender Kevin Colgis.
Good afternoon, sir. I just drove by the jail. Well, not near there. I went down by Doral for lunch. It was very good. I ever go to the barbecue place down there?
Oh, how is that barbecue place?
I didn't go to Dave's. I went to Mission Barbecue. Let's just say I felt very safe there. There were a lot of police officers and fire there. But it was good. And I made it back in time too, which is impressive. Anyway,
You should have come by to say hi.
should have dropped off some food for you. Next time I get the hour and a half, you guys come meet me.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, let's get started. The first one, I want to do first the lady for the hospital, Lynn Zamora. I see you sent me an order, right?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so the custody release to, what is it, Southern Winds Hospital?
Southern Winds, yes.
The alternate bond is, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to set it at?
I'm going to do 2,500 each.
Why would I do that much?
The standard's 5,000 each because it's on a Leo and a nurse.
This should be Baker acted. Do you think she had the mens rea to commit a crime?
The state was agreeing to reduce the bond by half.
Okay, let me just see something. 1 minute. She's better in the officer space. Okay, I'll set the bond. Custody release 2. Southern Winds, alternate bond 2,500 count 1 and 2,500 count 2. Order to follow. And I'm doing it right now, so hopefully they get it before 2. Okay. All right. What do you want me to do? I have Mr. Archibald here regarding those warrants from Palm Beach. Ms. Corey, anything yet or no?
I did receive a response from the state attorney's office. It's from the Chief Intake of Gangs, Guns, and Drug Trafficking Unit. Their response is that their office will process these cases through the normal course. We will not provide any documents until a case is filed. So that's all they said. I would ask if your honor would consider setting a bond.
So let me look at the first case from Mr. Archibald. Let me find it.
So Judge, I did respond, Ms. Corey. I looked at the email you sent. So I told her that Judge Glazer typically sets a bond on all first appearance cases, even if they arise from another county.
He
If
has
they're
probation though. I don't know if there, did you any luck, Ms. Seth?
So I responded. I saw what they sent to about Ms. Corey. So I said that typically your honor does set a bond on all first appearance cases, even if they arise from another county. And I asked if they wanted to give us any inputs before your honor did set a bond. I got a reply email that the lady I sent it to is out until March 10th. So I don't know if we're going to hear back.
And your honor, for the record, all 3 of them they all have arrangements have been made by Palm Beach County for pickup.
Let me tell you the problem, Mr. Archibald. You've been on the run for 25, 26 years or so. I can't release you. I'm sorry. I'd like to, but I can't. I'm going to leave it no bond and you'll see a judge hopefully sometime this week. I have a feeling they're going to come this week. All right. And that judge should release you once you get there. Hopefully you can close the case out. They may not even have a file anymore. All right.
Okay, thank you.
So what was it? What were we doing 2 days ago?
Today was 319, so
317?
17.
318.
318. Reset 318. All right, the next one. Who was the next one, please?
We do Latoya Lundy.
Latoya Lundy. Let me take a look at hers.
Judge Miss Lundy is present. She's a grand theft over 20,000. Judge Miss Lundy is battling Crohn's disease. She's been on loading doses of medications and she's supposed to take her main dose starting Friday. So my concern is her medical issues that are going on so that she does not have an interruption in her medical care.
This is a new case. It has, right? It's
correct. That's my understanding, and it's not viewable in the system, so it would give me the impression that she's never been arrested for it. I would ask if your honor would consider setting a bond.
So it's over $20,000 in theft up to 100. We don't know the amount of the theft, and corrections is letting us know the Palm Beach is coming probably in the next few days.
I know, but she should be entitled to a bond as a matter of right because it's a warrant. What
consider setting a $5,000 bond?
Okay, what's her address?
The address on the arrest form. She's lived there with her mom, Judge.
Okay, I'll set a bond $5,000. Your order to keep all future court dates in Palm Beach County. If you miss court, they're going to issue another arrest warrant for you, and I will remember you, and I will keep you, hold you no bond. You won't get another chance from me. Okay. All right, $5,000 bond order to follow. Reset date is what, 3/19 then, or no, 3/18.
3/18.
It is over state's objection.
Noted. Who's the next one? And tell the bondsman to look at the back of the jail card for the order. Ms. Corey, next person, please.
Need the Spanish interpreter. So this is another warrant from Palm Beach County. It's for a larceny, grand theft, $20,000 or more, less than $100,000. I don't believe Mr. Asio Espinoza has been arrested on this case before. I would ask if you would consider setting a bond.
Dice su abogada que esto es un hurto mayor, esto es un caso de hurto mayor de más de $20,000, menos de 100,000, y que usted no ha sido arrestado anteriormente, están pidiendo una fianza.
Okay, how long have you lived here in Florida for, sir?
¿Cuánto tiempo lleva usted viviendo en Florida, señor?
3 años voy a cumplir.
3 años?
Sí, voy a cumplir 3 años.
I'm gonna have 3 years.
2 years and something months.
3 years, he said, Your Honor.
I'm okay. What are you asking for? The same? I don't know anything about it.
Yes, Judge.
The state's objecting to setting a bond on a case for another county that we know nothing about.
La fiscalía está oponiéndose a fijar una fianza de otro condado del cual no sabemos nada del caso.
All right. I'll do the same. I'll set a $5,000 bond. Maybe next time they'll respond to the PD in the state.
Bueno, voy a fijar una fianza por el monto de $5,000.
The address on the arrest form is his address.
And the bond, I think Palm Beach County will be coming sometime this week, and you'll see a judge hopefully this week if you're unable to. Otherwise, make sure to keep all future court dates in Palm Beach County.
Ok, vamos a mantener, posiblemente el condado de Palm Beach pueda venir a recogerlo y usted pueda ver otro juez para que vea todas las audiencias futuras y que vengan a recogerlo en los próximos, en ningún tiempo esta semana.
Have a nice day, sir. Thank
Que
you.
tenga buen día, señor.
318 to see if he bonded out or was transported.
Vamos a fijar esto que ya para el 318 usted ya haya sido transferido.
Okay, that's it for the warrants. Eric, are you able to call over to see if they can process that order I just sent for the hospital? All right, next we have page 1. Natasha Nino.
She has 2 ACs, no bond.
Thank you. Good morning, Miss Nino. You were arrested for tampering with an electronic monitoring device and criminal mischief. It's from February 19th of this year. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So it looks like there's probable cause. 2,000 count 1, 500 count 2. So you should see your judge tomorrow. Have a nice day. You need to put the hold in or it will automatically be set.
Oh, she's already being held by Judge Hirsch.
Thank you. Next is Nicholas Wright, page 2. That was set for the hospital. Okay, so counsel, any information if he has benefits? Do you need me to reset it over one more?
Judge, we do not believe he has benefits. We've confirmed he does not have benefits.
This was the case.
Be asking for a tap, Judge.
Tap won't take this charge. The victim's his mom.
Oh, apologies.
Hearing rated 2. Count 1 will be $5,000 and count 2, battery on a law enforcement officer is $5,000. Then there was Santino Storino, page 2 for the hospital as well.
Yes, Judge, we have found out he does not have benefits.
Okay.
We would be asking for a tap on this case, Judge.
This was the tip jar.
Oh, yeah. It's something more going on there. I'll give him tap alternate bond 25. What do you want me to set it at? Tap alternate 1,500, is that okay, or 1,000?
1,500 is good.
Tap alternate $1,500 bond tap. The case number is Mr. Beckles there? He usually is. There we go. The case number is F254434. This is for Santino Storino.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. David Echeverria is next. You were arrested for fraud. One is fraudulent use of a credit card and grand theft. It's from December 22nd of 2024. And then another case, fraudulent use of a credit card and petty theft from February 1st of 2025. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I need to review the arrest affidavits for probable cause. Let me review. So the victim had his wallet stolen while at, I don't know what Santo Dulce is. It's probably
Like an ice cream store or something.
The victim placed his wallet on the counter while paying his bill. He went back where he left it and the server said he handed the wallet to his sister, believing that to be the case. And then the sister never had the wallet. And then he saw several unauthorized transactions on his stolen credit cards at multiple locations. So he's only charged 5 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card. So one's on December 24th at Winn-Dixie, $329, some gas for $32. Then he went to Big Daddy's Liquor for $644.95 of alcohol. I guess he went back and got some more for $457. Advanced Auto Parts, $422. So the total amount used on his credit card was over $1,800. There's CCTV of the transactions. At least for some of the places. So I guess using investigative tools, they were able to identify Mr. Echeverria as the person who used the cards. They had still frame CCTV images depicting him as well abusing it. You are ordered to stay away from Santo Dulce store at 8455 Northwest 53rd Street in Doral, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there, sir. Let me look at his priors. He has a lot.
He's got priors at a county. I know they're older, but at a Okaloosa, St. Rosa, Palm Beach, Broward County. Looks like some prior similar charges with credit card fraud.
I'm going to set a bond. Counts 1 through 5 will be $1,000 each count, and count 6 grand theft is $2,500. Then the other case, let me see that one. That's from February 1st. Victim goes to the police to see if file a report regarding a stolen wallet. And that was from January 31st, and he lost it in the parking lot. And then he's getting phone notifications that his wallet his card is being used at Publix. They got a still shot of the offender using the victim's credit card. And he was identified as Mr. Echeverria. So there's probable cause for count 1. I don't know if it says the value, that it was over $100. That says $360. Count 1. I'll set that at it's a 3rd-degree felony, $2,500 count 1, and it's actually $500 count 2. Because count 2 is a 1st-degree misdemeanor. Good day, sir. Next, we have Fernando Butrago, page 2.
He refused, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please review.
On probation, hold for F22-5176. Let me review for probable cause.
And F22-5603 also.
F22-5603. So I'll find probable cause for count 1, trafficking in cocaine. Count 2, it should be possession of a prescription drug without a prescription, which is a second-degree misdemeanor. There's probable cause for count 3. Count 4 is the same as count 1, so I'll find probable cause for counts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm sorry, based on my findings, and reset it for tomorrow.
Judge, that was probable cause on counts 1, 2, and 3, and 2 is now a misdemeanor.
It was an M2, yeah, and it's reset for tomorrow.
Thank you, Judge.
There's also probable cause for count 4, but we would include that as part of count 1 when we set a bond. Next case we have is Javier Milares, page 3. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause. Do you have an address, or are you homeless, or do you have an address? I can't hear him. He says address.
He has an address, yes, Judge.
All right. What do you want? Pretrial, you want to take him? Pretrial services alternate bond, $2,500. Have a good day, sir.
What happened?
Out of jail for free with pretrial or post a $2,500 bond. Next case is Fernando Maza, page 3.
Good job.
Bond out.
Thank you. Jairo Cabrera.
Yes, Judge.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cabrera. You were arrested.
Good afternoon.
Weapon. I will appoint, actually, can you afford to hire a lawyer, sir? Sir, are you able to afford to hire a lawyer?
And at this moment, I'm not sure.
Are you working?
Yes.
How much do you make a week?
About 1,000, 2 weeks, every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
Yeah, bi-weekly.
1,000 every bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Do you have any children you support or depend?
No.
I don't know.
So would be 2,000 a month. I think he would qualify.
But yeah, it qualifies for the public defender's office, so that's fine. Let me review this for probable cause. Okay. So I just have one quick question. Was the person who shot and made bullet holes in his car arrested?
No, Judge.
Judge, if I may be heard on probable cause, in the A form on the third page, the first full paragraph describes the alleged victim racking his gun, which would be a threat to Mr. Cabrera. And that is the first indication of any kind of confrontation. Mr. Cabrera is to have gone back to his car after that. So there was no exchange prior to that.
Hey, look, technically there's probable cause. Does he have a defense at trial? Yes, he does. His car has bullet holes in it. And
But that's because, so the victim,
He was shot at.
right, but that's, the victim shot his gun because the defendant was pointing his firearm towards the victim.
The victim had his gun out first.
No, the victim was in his car, never threatening or pointing the gun at the defendant.
But it was racked, Judge, is our position. And in racked, or loading the gun is a threat that you're going to use it.
But he didn't use it, he didn't pull it out.
And how do you know he had one?
It was on his lap.
You can't, I don't know how easy it is to rack the gun on your lap. I guess you can. So it says he didn't know what the defendant's intentions was because he walked over his vehicle, then he racked his gun. And that's when he saw the gun on the victim's lap, said, you're gonna pull out your strap. Yeah, you're a small guy. Victim one said he told defendant several times to step away from his vehicle without threatening or pointing the firearm, until finally defendant walked away to get in his vehicle. And when the victim tried to drive past him, he says he saw the defendant pointing a firearm at him, causing him to duck down inside his car and make a left turn onto Southwest 6th Street. And then, in fear for his life, he opened fire. He hadn't shot anything, and you're telling me this victim wasn't arrested for shooting at this man?
The defendant committed a crime with the victim by threatening him with a gun, and the victim said he was in fear for his life after the defendant pointed a gun at him.
Question of credibility here. So you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims whose initials are J.I. and J.A. No contact with those alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and no contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
I do, Judge.
Don't talk about the facts.
No.
Prior state?
Would your honor consider pretrial services, Judge?
I mean, a withhold for marijuana in 2015, nothing else I'm aware of.
And if it was today, it would be dismissed.
Or an ROR, Judge?
I'm not gonna ROR, maybe pretrial. Pretrial. I'll order him. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
There is probable cause. Be very careful with that, very, very careful if you're using a gun, sir. That's all I can say. Have a nice day. Next case is Kareem Wright, page 4. Hi, Mr. Wright. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle, resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's driving a white Chevy Express van that was stolen. Oh, no, it says, wait a minute, let's see who was driving.
Not a punched ignition, though.
Co-defendant was driving the vehicle, bailed out. He said he didn't know the van was stolen and his friend just picked him up. He ran away because he was scared and the ignition was punched. So I guess there's an element of knowledge since the ignition was punched. Anyway, do you have a place to stay? Oh, he's homeless? How long have you been in Miami, sir? A couple of years?
All my life.
I'm in the TAP program. TAP alternate bond, count one.
If I may be heard, that the defense's position that this could be at most a trespass.
The ignition is punched. I think it's knowledge it was stolen. The ignition punched. But I'm still giving him TAP alternate bond, 1,000, count one, count two is $500, plus he ran. You have to come back to court for your arraignment on April 3rd at 9 a.m. Courtroom 2-4 before Judge Lopez. Have a nice day. Next case is Roberto Rosado Mercado. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle, driving as a habitual traffic offender and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So he was released from prison in December. State's requesting a bond.
Setting one too.
Right, and he's got multiple prior convictions. It looks like a half dozen for grand theft auto.
So count one, there's probable cause for grand theft of a vehicle. Count two, there's probable cause for driving as a habitual traffic offender, and there's also probable cause for count three for resisting without. One is $2,500 for grand theft. Count two, driving as a habitual traffic offender, $2,500. Count three, resisting without is $500. Also, no driving unless you have a valid license. Have a good day, sir. Next case we have is Roger Pico, page 4. Is he here or is he refusing?
Refuse again, Your Honor.
Set it for tomorrow. We have Jason McCollum. Is he here?
Refuse.
So you refused. Reset it tomorrow. We'll see if he comes in tomorrow one more time. That's it for the afternoon calendar. Is Ms. Corey sending me any orders? Just the one or two? I forget what it is.
Judge, I sent you two orders. Thank you.
Ones or in addition to other?
Two orders for the Palm Beach warrants.
Perfect. Okay.
In addition to the custody release to Southern Winds.
Already signed the Southern Winds. I don't know if it got processed.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.